Saturday is a really busy day, so that's Saturday the 15th, and here we have another Heritage Handicap, really, the John Smith's Cup. It's worth £124,000 to the winner. It's a top class race, and there are 20 runners. Okay, so one of the first things to note that this race is almost always, vast majority of the time, won by a 4 or a 5-year-old. So unless they've got extremely strongly convincing reasons why they should remain on the shortlist, I'm not entertaining the 6-year-olds and up. So there are a few of them. Let's have a look. Master Carpenter did us a favour at York earlier in the year, but he's £10 higher. And they've taken the winning jockey off, Philip Makin, and they put a boy on claiming 3 to try and compensate for the £10 rise in the weights. Not for me. Who else have we got? Tumbarga doesn't look good enough. Majid, 7 years old, ran well at Royal Ascot, but 7-year-olds hardly ever win this, nor do 6-year-olds. So those few have gone already. Now, there's a load of stats in this race that I went for. One of which was must have had a run within about 60 days. So this one here, Garcia, got rid of him. Some of these others. The other thing I want is a top 6 finish last time out. So let's get rid of all of these that didn't manage that. Like Dragon Mall, Briardale, Eddystone Rock, Big Country, Eric the Red. We get down to the short list. Ideally, you want a horse that's had a win this season. So Scarlet Dragon, not won this season. Victory Bond, not won this season. 60s Groove, not won this season. Dark Red, not won this season. And we gets us down to these 3 horses. UAE Prince, you know, he's been gelded. There may be a lot more to come from this horse, but the fact is, you know, he spent most of his life running over 1.5 miles. His only win in a handicap came at Ripon in a class 3, worth 7 grand to the winner. He's now going to find himself in a 124 grand race. I'm sorry, I can't have him. And then you come down to Ballet Concerto and Snoano. Snoano won the 10 furlong race at Ascot, the Wolferton Stakes. He's 5 years old. He's proven over the distance, but he is carrying a £5 penalty for that. Puts him on 107. He's literally got to be, you know, a stone well in from there to win this. So, you know, I just don't like the form. Monteza ran okay next time out, but I think it's a funny race. So, there is no doubt I'm going to take these 2 reserves out, that the horse for me, and I've already backed it, is Ballet Concerto. Ballet Concerto got a nice draw in 11. Was 4th in the Royal Hunt Cup from a bad draw. It was drawn 11. And Tashweek runs just before this race, I believe. No, just after. So we'll know it's the related contingency. Tashweek was third and Ballet Concerto was fourth. 2 4-year-olds, 2 classy horses. Ballet Concerto, the things I like about him, he's won a race this season. He was top 4 in the Royal Hunt Cup. He's a progressive horse. He's rated 102. I reckon he can be easily upgraded to 110, 112. He's stepping up in trip, and I think that can definitely help him. The other key trend, other than handicapping, is that I can't remember if it's the last 6 or the last 5, but this race here is run at Newmarket earlier in the season, which is what I call the Suffolk Stakes. I still call it this, and this is one of the best trials for the John Smith's Cup. And Ballet Concerto ran in this race, but he didn't handle the track at all, and ran way below form. However, other horses have been down the field in that race and then come on to win this. So he ticks a lot of boxes, and I definitely think he was going to be there or thereabouts. And I've already had 3 points each way, and I have got it in a Trixie with Shamson and Tashweek. So that's the analysis for the John Smith's Cup. Hopefully the horse goes on the going and everything's fine, and we get a strong gallop and he travels in behind and gets a gap when he needs it. We may find that we get 5 places. If you do, then all the better. Okay, so hopefully Ballet Concerto will be another big price winner for us, along with Tashweek, Shamson on Thursday, and of course El Hayem last Saturday. We're getting into the season now. There you go, fingers crossed. 3:05 York Saturday. Ballet Concerto, 3 points each way.